All right, here we go. Playing Switzerland. Going to be interesting to see how that goes for sure with this lineup. Not the most exciting lineup I've ever seen, in my opinion. But nonetheless, here we are. We're stuck with this lineup. Adam, what's up, man? I'm a little, I guess nervous isn't the right word because it doesn't technically matter, but I'm not necessarily looking forward to watching this lineup. I can't believe this is the lineup we are going with.
A lot of spots
But,
that people.
It's just another day of the U.S. men's national team bringing us something that we never expected in a lot of ways. So, nonetheless, let's get after it. This is what we've got for the lineup tonight. Again, I think many of us were not expecting anything like this lineup in any way, shape, or form. But that's the way it goes. Brian White up top. Quinn Sullivan is going to be on the right. I believe Paxton Aronson will be on the left. And I believe we're going to see Brendan Aronson in the middle, I mean. What's up, Ace Lionel? Are they vaguely on time tonight? No, I would say that we're probably still a long ways away from playing. I don't understand how Haji Wright can't get a start under Maurizio Pochettino. There's no world in which Brian White should be starting this match. It should be Downs or it should be Haji Wright. Let's find out what we have. It makes absolutely no sense. And, I got this switched up. Arfston is on the other side. Sorry about that. That's going to be Arfston there. That's my bad. And this will be Harriel on this side. No, there's absolutely no reason for... I can put the Aronson initials. Good idea, Adam. Sorry, this got away from me. I'm a little bit unprepared, as you can tell. All right, this is B. Aronson. I'm actually, you guys know I'm not a Brendan Aronson guy, but I'm actually excited to watch Paxton Aronson because it's hard to watch Eredivisie games. It's hard to literally find a way to watch them. But Paxton had an exciting-ish season, and he was kind of fun to watch at the Olympics. So I am kind of looking forward to watching Paxton play. It'll be interesting to see Sebastian Berhalter play. I'm going to be honest. I have never watched Sebastian Berhalter play. I've watched all these other guys play a good amount. I've never watched Sebastian Berhalter play. Oh, did Miles not play well today, Adam? I didn't watch the England match. I can't watch an England friendly against Senegal. Miles was bad today. I mean, this could be a thrashing. Switzerland went strong. Let's take a look at the Switzerland side. Switzerland went pretty strong, if you ask me. I don't know how much stronger they really get than this, but I would consider this pretty strong. So it's going to be a battle for Nathan Harriel down the right. It's going to be a battle for Walker Zimmerman, who I really never needed to watch play again, amongst many other players in this U.S. men's national team setup that I definitely never needed to watch play again. I would imagine it's going to look something like this in possession. I would imagine you're going to see Paxton kind of dropping in with Brendan here in possession. And these three guys kind of sticking it out here. Berhalter probably gets a little bit more forward. I don't think Nathan Harriel is very good at inverting here. This is kind of what we saw in the last match. I mean, it's going to be on the Aronson brothers to pick up the ball. When we get real deep in here, it's going to be on the Aronson brothers to pick up into these pockets and drive forward. I don't know. I mean, Brendan, I know, is not the best at that, although that is really what he was known for at younger ages. But hopefully Paxton can pick up and receive in here and play off of Brendan and Quinn. Again, Brian White, I really don't understand why he's starting. I mean, this is the kind of lineup that's you can understand why everyone freaked out about this specific squad selection from Pochettino. Because, I mean, what are we learning from this lineup? Nathan Harrell and Walker Zimmerman aren't going to be anywhere near the pitch at the World Cup. They're not. They're not going to be in the squad. There's not a single chance for them to be a part of the team. There were plenty of other players that could have been in the starting 11 who actually have a chance at making an impact in the World Cup for us. And Johnny needs to redeem himself. Why Matt Turner in goal? I don't know. I mean, Matt Turner does look to be going to Lyon, so he will be playing in the Europa League next year, which is fun. It's unclear if he's going to be the first goalkeeper, but Lyon has tons of financial issues at the moment. So I would imagine, because they don't know anything. Turkey and Switzerland are way better than us. I think Switzerland's a top 8 team in the world. People say they're like top 12. I think they are top 8 team in the world. They're really well coached and really strong. And they're probably at the end of like their window, for lack of a better term. So this World Cup is like their chance with this specific group of players because Ricardo Rodriguez, Xhaka, Freuler, they're all probably in their last World Cup. Obviously Ndoye is still young. I mean, Embolo is not old, but like with all the injuries he's had, I can't imagine he's got another World Cup in him. Summer is starting to get on the other side of the ages. So, this is going to be a tough one. But, I mean, Mark McKenzie's going to have to do a lot of defending tonight. That's all I could say. Mark McKenzie's going to be very, very busy tonight. And in other transfer news, it does look like Yunus Musa is going to move to Napoli. So, some good transfer moves here this summer already, looking like obviously Lyon for Matt Turner and Napoli for Yunus Musa. The big ones, obviously, we're going to be looking to watch are Gio Reyna, Ricardo Pepi, Malik Tillman. Those three are going to probably be the biggest transfers to watch. It looks like Leeds are pretty interested in Josh Sargent, but yeah, except I feel like Portugal, they always struggle to find who their best 11 are. Switzerland are good. I don't think this is right. I think Quinn Sullivan's going to be off the right and Paxton's going to be off the left. I could be wrong. But, I mean, I thought Quinn was really bright off the right. He's been really solid off the right this year for the Union. But anything is possible. They might and I also think Sullivan's more of an out-and-out winger, whereas Paxton can play a little bit more centrally. And if Arvson's going to overlap, that seems to make more sense to me. But again, nothing has really made sense about the way we've gone about any of this so far. But off we go. Walker Zimmerman to play it. Supposed to play a long ball through the air, plays a line drive, and Switzerland are quickly on the counterattack. Way to go, Walker Zimmerman. Good start. Really good start for Walker Zimmerman. Any predictions, expectations for this match? I mean, I think we lose 4-1. I think we're going to get absolutely slaughtered. It's funny, my post-match reaction video, I think the comments were very split. Like, some people were like, yes, I agree, there were some positives. Other people were like, we've lost 3 matches in a row. I don't expect to feel positive after this match, which I guess maybe in turn will make me feel positive, because if anything positive comes from this experience, that's a whole nother story. But at this very moment, I am not feeling very good. But maybe at the 45-minute mark, we can, we'll make some subs. We'll get some of the real fellas out there rather than these schmucks. Sebastian Berhalter, though, I could see Sebastian Berhalter scoring a better goal than Jack McGlynn scored yesterday. Sebastian Berhalter definitely got a boot on him. All right, that's a nice first touch there by Paxton. Yeah, so it does seem that Paxton is either off the right or through the middle. It looks like Paxton... Wait, is Paxton 11? No, Paxton's 12. It seems like Paxton is off the right. No, now Brendan's... Yeah, Paxton's off the right. (4-2). I don't think this lineup has that many goals in them, to be completely honest with you. Yeah, it looks like Brendan off the left and Paxton through the middle, potentially. This is bizarre so far. Yeah, I don't think we're scoring 2 goals, Adam. I really do not. Who's scoring? Who is scoring for this team? Genuinely tell me who is scoring for this team. I'll be happily wrong about that, but I don't know really who's scoring for this team. Johnny needs to have his best game as a U.S. men's national team player. I said that going into the last game, and he had one of his worst. Which Aronson? All right, that's nice by Brendan. Arfston, decent ball in. Yeah, this is not what we expected at all in terms of the lineup. You've got Brendan off the left and Paxton through the middle. This is currently what we're operating with. Paxton's almost playing like as a second striker underneath Brian White. Look how close they are together there. It's kind of like he's like right in here, and you've got Arfston kind of pushing up the pitch here. Interesting. Interesting. It's funny how many fewer people are around tonight because, well, I guess it's not a Saturday, but at the same time, I mean, this lineup, I saw this lineup and I almost was like, I'm not doing a live stream. I truly felt that way. All right, Nathan Harriel, way to win the ball high up the pitch. I mean, is this camera angle the most zoomed out thing I've ever seen in my life? Is that just me, or is this camera angle like super far away? Like I cannot see anything. I mean, Walker Zimmerman is so bad. Walker Zimmerman is so bad. I cannot believe how bad he is. Come on, Max. Sebastian Berhalter, 0 touches so far. 4 minutes in, playing in a midfield pivot. 0 touches. How does Berhalter have the 8 jersey? Who gave him the 8 kit? Like, that's absolutely insane. Why does he have the 8 kit? Sebastian Berhalter first touch and a megged pass. Brendan, play it to Max. Oh, my God. Why is Brendan Aaronson's one of the most frustrating players I've ever watched. Always too many touches. Never quick to release the ball. Unbelievable. He's just so frustrating, man. Yeah, so it's that 3. Oh, boy, Nathan Harriel. That's the 3. Max is way out wide. Yeah, it's exactly what I said it was going to be. This is what it is. I mean, I just had the Aronson brothers switched, but this is the in possession situation here. Berhalter's kind of just like hiding over here, but this is what it looks like in possession. It kind of went back to I mean, come on, Brian White. That's just so bad, man. Both Aronson, that's terrible. Both Aronson brothers are kind of playing like right underneath him, and Quinn's playing a much wider. Come on, Johnny. Well done. Turn and go. There you go. He's well off. I like the thoughts from Sebastian Berhalter going forward. 3 times Berhalter has gotten the ball and he's gone forward. I like that out of him. The first time he got the ball here and went this way. This time he got the ball here and went this way twice on the diagonal. Hey, I like it. I'm in for it. I'm down. I like it a lot. Why not us? Why not Sebastian Berhalter to make the World Cup squad? What a funny story that would be. Right? Like, what a funny story that would be. All right, he's way too slow to react to that. And now they're away. Got to step to it. Got to step to it. There you go, Max. All right, here's the issue with Berhalter. Off the ball Berhalter is about a step and a half too slow. I mean, the reaction time has been not ideal. Thoughts on the new jerseys? I can't say I love them. They're better than what we have been wearing, just because they're not so boring and plain, but they're not the greatest. Oh my God. I just don't understand how he's playing. I really don't. Brian White is just so bad. He's just so bad. Like, why wouldn't Haji Wright start in this match? Can somebody tell me why Haji wouldn't start? Haji's been one of the better attackers in the championship for 2 seasons in a row. He's had success in Turkey. He's had lots of success for the U.S. men's national team, scoring crucial goals, and he can't earn a start over Brian White. It's just unbelievable. He couldn't earn a start over Josh Sargent. He can't earn a start over Brian White. Just doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't. It's nice to watch Granit Xhaka play again, though, I will say. I really don't watch enough Leverkusen, but he is just a metronome midfielder when he wants to be, especially against a team where he doesn't have to have much defensive responsibility. All right, Nathan Harriel settled into the match a little bit. Looks so much more comfortable off the right at right back than he did at left back when he came on in the last match. Any questions from the chat? Fire away. Down to game to chat, anything, footy, U.S. men's national team, anything. I think this game's going to be pretty boring, so let's get into it. I mean, if he scores from there. I will say, Matt Freese did play really well in that last match. I would have been down to see him play again. It also kind of speaks volumes that it was Freese in goal in that match and not Schulte. Like, I feel like a lot of people thought Schulte was getting closer to taking that position. Oh, I guess he's not. He got injured, so it's Chris Brady who's with the side. I mean, Kevin Sullivan's the best U.S. prospect right now. Adam. I don't think anyone else even really compares in the slightest. I don't think John... Oh, play that. I don't think Johnny implements himself onto matches enough. Like, he doesn't look to take control in these types of matches the way that he does for Betis. I mean, I know he's surrounded with a lot more technical skill at Betis, obviously. I mean, the Spanish league is one of the most technical leagues in the world. But it just doesn't feel like he ever wants to try and take control in these matches. Like, he needs to keep coming back to the ball, keep the tempo of the ball, dictate the play from deep until we can get forward. And it just doesn't seem like he wants to do that for the U.S. He doesn't seem comfortable doing it, but it's crazy because he's so comfortable doing it for Betis. Oh, that was actually a good reverse ball there from Quinn. That's a foul. Walker Zimmerman overcommitted and then forced to commit a foul. We are defending in more of a flat 4-4-2 with Paxton kind of up as the lead press man, similar to what Malik was doing, but a little bit like deeper. Like, we're not going to press that first pass as much as we were against Turkey. Somebody got mad at me for saying Turkey. Somebody got mad at me for saying Turkey. I don't know what I'm supposed to do about that one. The good news is for Switzerland, it's Switzerland always. Yeah, I mean, we may not touch the ball much in this match at all. We're just sitting in this 4-4-2 defending, hoping for the best. Just sitting right here. Right here in the 4-4-2. I mean, Jose Mourinho would be proud. We're just sitting like that. Oh, Jesus. You got to be kidding me. That is just unbelievable. That is some of the worst defending I've ever seen in my life. That ball was just barely rolled through 4 people. I mean, it's just embarrassing, man. It's just embarrassing. Berhalter, what is Berhalter doing? Then deflects off of Johnny, Harriel, and Zimmerman's in the middle of nowhere. Zimmerman's in no man's land, having a glass of water. I mean, what is Berhalter doing? He just lets Freuler takes one touch. Who is that? It's not even Freuler. The midfielder takes one touch, and Berhalter is 6 yards off of him to let him just play an easy line-breaking pass. Yes, it goes off of Aronson's boot, but who cares? He has so much space. Jashari is just standing in so much space on his own to play that pass. Totally ridiculous. Why does Pochettino play this lineup? What is the point of playing this lineup? I mean, Sebastian Berhalter looks decent on the ball, but him off the ball has caused numerous issues already. Absolutely insane defending. You just can't play like that, even in a friendly against. It doesn't matter who you're playing. I mean, that's just insanely bad defending. You can't defend that. We're defending in a 4-4-2 block like this, and a ball comes from right here. A ball comes in between this line here. How? How does a ball get through here? Because Berhalter steps to a guy. Guy takes one touch this way. Berhalter goes this way. Johnny tries to step in. He's too late. Deflected. Zimmerman standing over here in the middle of literally nowhere. And Nathan Harriel fell asleep at the wheel. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. I mean, absolutely insane defending. I mean, that's just a matter of effort. Oh, McKenzie, get your head to that. That was actually a great ball by Aronson. Okay, Paxton, way to win it back. Play it now. That's a terrible ball. You got to clear the first man. McKenzie really should have. Grayson, what's up, man? Good to see you in the chat, dude. Hope all is well. McKenzie really should have gotten his head to that free kick from Aronson. I mean, you're going to get one good touch from Brendan Aronson all night. You cannot be wasting it if you're the U.S. men's national team. How do you not keep that in? Why do you have to run around it to try and keep it in? Oh, McKenzie just didn't jump. That's where we miss Chris Richards. Chris Richards is so good in the air. Like, I think that's actually something that people don't realize about Chris Richards because he doesn't score a lot of goals. But so much of Crystal Palace's set-piece plays are getting into Richards and he just heading it back into dangerous areas. And so many goals come from that. Chris Richards is one of the best aerial center backs that was in the Premier League this year, truly. Aaron Judge hit another 470-foot home run. Baseball. Hell yeah. Okay, Brian White, hold it up. Nope, that's not how you hold it up. How did he not control that? Come on, Adam. You know who Aaron Judge is, man. He plays cricket. Oh, my Lanta. Huh. I'll take Sesko. I said center backs, not one of the best in the world. I said one of the best center backs. I mean, Nathan Harriel just got sent back to Philadelphia. Good night. See you later. See you never. I mean, the guys that are like, how many people of this 11, how many people will be in the World Cup squad? There's only 3 that I count who will be in the World Cup squad. Like, what is the point of this lineup? Oh my God, we got lucky there. Johnny with a last-ditch touch to that. Right? Here's people who won't be in the World Cup squad. Brian White won't be in the World Cup squad. Brendan Aronson won't be in the World Cup squad. Sebastian Berhalter won't be in the World Cup squad. Nathan Harriel won't be in the World Cup squad. Walker Zimmerman won't be in the World Cup squad. Those 5 have no chance of being in the World Cup squad. Paxton has a small chance. Sullivan has a small chance. Arfson has a decent chance. I would say medium chance. McKenzie, Turner, and Johnny will all be in the World Cup squad. Only 3 out of 11 players will be in the World Cup squad. And you could make the argument, I'm not saying that this is true, but you could make the argument that should Matt Turner go to Lyon, not be the number one keeper, and not play at all this season, that he may not be, I guess he'll be in the squad, but if you're the backup goalkeeper, that doesn't really count. Go, Quinn. Try and break the... Oh, my God. I mean, Brian White is the worst player I've ever watched in my life. I mean, Brian White, like, literally looks like a Sunday League player out there. Like, he's so slow to react. He has no clue where to be. His first touch is horrendous. It could be Freeze. It could be Schulte. It could be all sorts of people. It could be literally anyone but Turner. Like, not that Matt Turner's not better than them right now, but he barely plays. And the last few times he's played for the U.S., he really hasn't been great, to be honest. So I think there's a definite chance. There's a world in which Matt Turner is not the number one goalkeeper, especially, I mean, like, when Matt Turner became the number one goalkeeper, it was completely out of nowhere. Like, nah, Slonina is not it. He had a terrible last season on loan. Really, really not good. Dude. Again, I lost the ability to stream this match on my laptop. This is crazy. This laptop's a piece of junk. Yeah, Arfson has not been overly exciting. And I lost the ability to stream this match. This is just great. Like, I literally don't understand this at all. I can't stream this match. I almost want to just quit. I just almost want to be done. This is insane. Where's I mean, I'm not even watching right now. Somebody tell me what's going on. I'm losing my mind. I'm not even watching the match right now. Truly, I'm not watching the match. There we go. I'm back. Walker Zimmerman is garbage. Hot garbage. Here's the issue. If we want to play with any sort of possession, Walker Zimmerman and Miles Robinson just are not good enough. Every time we have tried to play in any... Like, if we're just going to sit deep, like truly 4 with 2 defensive midfielders and then another line of 2 in front of them, like, that is the only world in which those 2 players can even have a somewhat not negative impact. Matt Turner's distribution is absolute trash. Oh, my God. I mean, this is like kind of unwatchable. Like, pretty much completely and utterly unwatchable. Come on, Turner. You can make them press you. Nobody pressed you. That was a good touch. Sullivan, dude. Release the ball. You had Aunt Brendan. The issue with 21 minutes in, I think we've touched the ball twice. The issue with not ever getting the ball is, like, people like Quinn Sullivan then decide, this is my one chance. I'm going to try and, make something happen. And they do that. They just make a disaster out of it. Let's see. I mean, this says 50-50 possession. There's just no way it's 50-50. I'd like to see where our possession is. Yeah. I mean, we've somehow made more passes in their half. I find that hard to believe. I truly find that hard to believe. All right, Adam. We know England lost today. You don't have to be that salty. You lost at home to Senegal 3-1 with your A team. Relax. Maybe Southgate wasn't the issue. Adam, did Alexi Rojas start for Colombia under 20s today? I actually meant to look at that. Maybe you could look at it while I'm doing this and let me know. Wow, that's a nice touch around the corner. That was a nice touch around the corner. Max Arfson just got taken to school. So far, our fullbacks have been absolutely roasted. Absolutely roasted by this Switzerland team. I mean, he just got taken to school. Just dove in and just got the ball touched around him. First, he gets way too narrow. Then he takes way too long to get out there. Now he's backpedaling the whole time. Tries to go in and just gets taken to school. And Nathan Harriel on the back end loses his runner. Just a thing of beauty from the U.S. men's national team defense. Just a thing of beauty. Nathan Harriel is marking one man, and he gets beat by 2.5 yards. I mean, this is just lack of effort and lack of care. I mean, this is what people have been talking about. Well, yeah, I mean, that whole discourse, Mitchell, about, if Pulisic doesn't want to try, then he shouldn't obviously that's not true. Christian Pulisic has played nonstop for 2 years. He definitely didn't need to play in these friendlies. The Gold Cup is yes, we need to do well in it, and we only have a year to prepare, but you can understand where he's coming from. Same with Anthony Robinson. I mean, Anthony Robinson basically didn't train the last 3 months of the Premier League season because he was playing injured. At the end of the day, those matches were more important, and that's, people want to get all pissed off about that. It's true. It's the truth of the matter. So we can't have it both ways. All we've wanted for decades is to have the best Americans playing in the Premier League, playing for the best teams, and then when we do have it, playing in Milan, playing in England, whatever it might be, then everyone complains that they don't care enough about the U.S. men's national team. People are just going to complain because that's what people do. And by the way, Landon Donovan is a cranky old loser at this point. I loved Landon Donovan as a player, but he's terrible on the broadcast. He says nothing of interest. He's just cranky. There's no pressure on the starters until there's a World Cup and there's pressure. I'm not worried about them feeling the pressure of needing to perform. I'm worried about getting the best 11 out there and having them have an understanding of how to play together, which under Berhalter they clearly did not, and under Pochettino so far they clearly have not. But playing Brian White is not the answer. It just can't be. It just cannot be the answer. Go forward with it, Paxton. Paxton's just Brendan 2.0, isn't he? I mean, Switzerland is such a well-drilled team. You're not going to get anything easy against Switzerland. I can tell you that for free. Yeah. I mean, I've been supremely... Thanks, Adam. I don't think he's trying to get fired. No, he's not going to get fired. I mean, there's no world in which he gets fired unless we literally crash out in the group stages of the Gold Cup. Then there would maybe be a conversation, but they would owe him too much money to fire him. And then even if he takes another job, then we don't have to pay him that money probably. What was I just saying? I don't even remember. Oh, Johnny Cardoso. Yeah, I'm supremely disappointed by Johnny Cardoso. Yeah, Arfson's been brutal, man. He did all right in this reeks of a goal. Arfson does not have his man on the back post. Bad cross, got lucky. I don't know. We're just missing the ability to. I mean, we're missing Serginho Dest terribly badly. I think Serginho Dest is going to change the way we play a lot. Just to have somebody in that back line who's that technically skilled and comfortable on the ball be huge in breaking the press. I mean, this also shows you how important Tanner Tessman can be if he's in the squad. We're missing the level of technique that we need to play the way we want to play in the middle of the park. I mean, Sebastian Berhalter, Walker Zimmerman, Nathan Harriel, Max Arfson, they've all been just terrible so far today. I mean, this is one of the worst performances I've ever seen from a national team of any kind. I mean, San Marino is better than this. Genuinely, San Marino is better than this. Thoughts? I mean, are we going to even watch the second half? Like, I'm definitely considering not watching the second half. I guess I'll see who the subs are, but there's not even anything to talk about with this game. Like, we haven't been on the ball. We haven't shown an ounce of care at any point in this match. We're barely pressing, and when we do press, we're half-ass pressing. Like, this is a half press here. This is not a full press. I don't know if we're better than them. Switzerland is better than, they're about equal with Austria, and we could easily lose worse than 5-0 at home. I don't know, man. San Marino are on the up. They may have won a match more recently than we have. When they won that match, when they win that match, the March break. Ace, I will say some of the MLS boys played all right on Saturday. I thought. I mean, I thought McGlynn was solid. I mean, Tillman was the best player, obviously. And Richards was the second best player. Freeze played well. Adams played well when he came on. Yeah, no, it wasn't good. I mean, Luca De La Torre was god-awful. That's a nice idea. Yeah, I mean, they just have fullbacks who actually know how to track runners. That's been the difference so far. The last one was November. Okay. Our last one was also November, just to be clear. Unless you count the January friendlies that were not real friendlies because they were not during an international break and it was just MLS players. Our last win was also November. It was. Our last win was also November. Did we even win either of those matches? Oh, no, we beat Jamaica twice, yeah. Our last win was November against Jamaica, Adam. So we're on level playing field here with San Marino. That's the good news. Come on, Arston. Do something useful. What a bad first touch, Brendan. I just don't understand how Brendan Aronson even still gets an opportunity to play. Keep in mind oh no. Was he onside? How is he onside with that much? How did he get up and get to that ball before Arston? I mean, Arston's just a joke of a defender. I mean, he's not a defender. He's not a defender. Like, everyone wants to say Anthony Robinson's better going forward than defending, but, I mean, Arston's just not a defender. He loses a runner again, gets back, Embolo hits the ground, and gets up and gets on the ball faster than Arston. That is just unbelievable. That is, I mean, that's the definition of a lack of care in trying. Also, why is Arston playing again? All these B players. Why didn't John Tolkien get a look in? It's not like Arston was so good in the first match. It's just so frustrating. We all spend so much time like watching and caring and whatever, and like these guys aren't even giving it an effort. I mean, Sebastian Berhalter has not been anywhere near the ball. I mean, I got to see Sebastian Berhalter's stats. I just have to. He's been dribbled past once, 1 of 3 duels won. It's better than I thought. Lund is terrible. Lund is awful. I hope to never see Christopher Lund again. The amount of players I've said that about, one of us is going to have to go play for the U.S. soon. Okay, now we got the ball. Let's try and counter. Let's look at Brian White's stats. Brian White, 13 touches. 0 tackles won, 0 aerial duels won. Nice. All right, Seabass. Receive, take 2 dribbles back, play it back to the goalie. Like Brendan Aronson jogging to the spot. Sprint to the spot. You had space. Sprint to the spot so Johnny can find you. Everything's a jog or a walk. You got to sprint to the spot when there's space opening up. Dude, No way! There's no way Brian White just passed that. There's no way. There's no way Brian White just did that. We just had a 3-on-2 opportunity. Brian White turns around and stubs a left-footed pass right to the only defender who was back. I mean, that was unbelievably bad. Like, hook him right now. Hook him. That is unbelievable. How can our number 9 be doing that? How? I mean, I've never seen a professional soccer player do that in my life. MLS, USL, college, D3, the pitch by my house, that was insane. Is Brian White serious? Brian White's an actual loser. Is Turner kidding? What? All right. Forfeit. Just forfeit. Just pull him off. I mean, Matt Turner's gotta be kidding me. This ball struck not even that hard, right at him. Hook him. Full new 11 at halftime. Actually cancel the year. Cancel the World Cup. Absolute embarrassment. People paid money and took time out of their day to go to this match. It's actually just wrong to play like this. Like I'm shocked. I'm absolutely blown away and shocked by what I'm watching. I mean, this is an embarrassment. I mean, Pochettino needs to absolutely lay into them at halftime. Like, literally lay into them. Yeah, Matt Turner is... By the way, people were saying that it wasn't Matt Turner's fault that first goal went in the Panama match in Copa America. Now that everyone doesn't love Matt Turner anymore, I dare you to go back and look at that goal. That goal was not even in the corner from outside the box on the ground. Easily should have saved it. Matt Turner sucks. Like, he actually is terrible. Yeah, like, people left work early to probably go to this match. And the place is empty. I mean, Arsen's blazing this over the bar. Yep, that's a lock. I would have bet anything on Arsen blazing that over the bar. I want to freak out. I want to freak out. I really do. Wait, wasn't Turner at... Oh, yeah. No, he's coming from Nottingham Forest. He was on loan at Crystal Palace from Nottingham Forest, wasn't he? I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's the situation. I mean, the goals we've given up are ludicrous. Like, Switzerland's not even breaking a sweat. They're just getting free looks on net from wherever they want. I'm scared to keep watching. It's not good for my mental health. No way. 4-0. This is going to be one of the most embarrassing nights for us in our country's history. This is the lowest it's going to be. It can't get lower than this. I mean, we're getting destroyed at every point of attack. This is unbearable. Sebastian Berhalter, I can't believe Sebastian Berhalter is in the squad. I cannot believe it. I mean, this is actually insane. I don't even know. There's nothing to even say. Yeah, I mean, what a finish, but how much time and space are you going to give someone? He had nobody in front of him. He just drove to his left. No help from the other center back. I mean, you'd expect him to put it on goal from there. It was a good finish, but how about Berhalter just stumbling and losing the ball? No way. Right off the... Oh, my God. Somehow we didn't lose the ball there. I mean, the Aronson brothers are fucking playing footsie with each other. What do you think Pochettino thought? He would put this side on. What did he think was going to happen? Where did he think the play was going to go? Seriously. That's what I was saying in the pre-match. Where did we think we were going to ever go from here? Right? Let's look at what it looks like in possession again. Let's just take a look. The concept was going to be this. Okay. So the ball is going to come deep into Turner. And then where is it going to go? Turner can't play this pass. Doesn't have it in his repertoire. He plays it to McKenzie, to Arfson, and it goes to Berhalter. Every time Berhalter gets the ball, it goes back to Arfson. Nothing happens. None of these three players are transitional players, right? Quinn, Sullivan, maybe, but not really. And all Pochettino wants to do is create mini transitions. So where did he think that was going to come from in this side? Max Arfson was just going to bring it up the pitch every single time up the left-hand side? I mean, this is the worst. Why even schedule this friendly? Like, why even schedule this friendly if this is what's going to happen? Like, there's no cohesion between the U.S. Soccer Federation, the U.S. men's national team, and its players. It's just a bunch of different entities operating on their own. And this is what you get. You get a discombobulated, disjointed, disgusting performance with a lack of effort and care from everybody. I mean, even Pochettino doesn't even look at him. Oh, my God, Arfson. Arfson, get ready to learn Chinese, buddy. I mean, this is like just training. This is just training for Switzerland. They're just hanging out. They're just playing diagonals to guys who are standing by themselves in the box and then just waiting to pick out a pass. Look at the distance. Look at the distance between Zimmerman and McKenzie. And then look at the distance between Arfson and McKenzie. Arfson is inside of McKenzie's asshole. Oh, my God. Straight catnip. This is one of the worst nights ever. This is an absolute disaster. I mean, Ndoye is just taking Nathan Harriel to school. I really don't know what to say about this. I mean, Pochettino better just lose his mind, right? Like, that's the only answer at this point, is he better just lose his mind and go full new 11. Like, make a statement. It's a friendly. You can make as many subs as you want. Make a statement and go for a full new 11. None of these players should be coming back up the tunnel and stepping foot on the pitch. Maybe Mark McKenzie. Maybe. I mean, I don't know which Aronson brother's worse. I can't believe how little talent the two of them have. I can't believe Sebastian Berhalter is playing for us. It is a lot harder to do this now and not just... I mean, by the way, we're lucky it's only 4. It could be 7. I mean, we haven't even had a look at net. Haven't even had a look at it. Look how much time they have to play every pass. 2 touches, easily. They're not using all their time, but it's 2 touches and release. It's 2 touches and release every time, because that's what they have. They can do that. 2 touches and release. And that's a frustration foul on Quinn Sullivan. It's a friendly, bro. Keep your shit together. I think all the fans should get up and walk out of the stadium, and all the people should turn off their TVs. That's my thought. This is just miserable, man. Also, like, why? Not that it doesn't even matter. I mean, how many times is Arfson going to get beat over the top on that side? I mean, that's at least 7 times already. Sebastian Berhalter. Sebastian Berhalter couldn't get within 10 feet of a Switzerland player if he tried. He could not. He's too scared to get beaten that he's just letting them operate in as much space. Someone come pick up the ball. I mean, Berhalter. I mean, you got to hook Berhalter immediately. This is an embarrassment that he's playing. I like how they waited till Double G was gone so that they could bring Sebastian into the fold. I mean, Granit Xhaka's just jogging around having the time of his life. The MLS is not a top 12 league in the world. It's genuinely not a top 12 league in the world. There are 12 better leagues. Premier League Championship, Ligue 1, Serie A, La Liga, Bundesliga, Austrian Bundesliga, Eredivisie, Portugal League, for short, Turkey, Saudi. So it's maybe the 12th league. You could argue the Belgian league is better. You could argue the Danish league is better. Does last year's MLS champion win League One? Are they better than Birmingham City? Honestly, are they? I don't think so. Maybe top to bottom, it's a more competitive league than League One. Like, maybe. The technical skill is just so low. It's just so low. I mean, the Bundesliga 2 is maybe better than the MLS. Truly. La Liga 2, maybe. La Liga 2 is so technical. This is just an embarrassment, man. Switzerland's just having the time of their lives out there. This is exactly the kind of friendly they want to have. They must have World Cup qualifiers, right? This summer? Or am I making that up? Do they have World Cup qualifiers in Europe this summer? They must. You don't need to argue that, Mitchell. The championship is way better than the MLS. The championship is so much better than the MLS. You don't need to argue anything. That's a given fact. It is 100 times better. Yeah, they get old people at the end of their careers who stink. I remember going to NYCFC games and watching Lampard and Pirlo play. They were god-awful at that point. David Villa was actually really good for NYCFC. But those two guys were, I mean, Lampard could barely move. He barely played. The same with Pirlo. Like, they'd come on for 12 minutes to make the crowd happy. It's a completely... People give Saudi shit because they have endless money and it's sport washing, but at least they're getting players when they can still play. Like, that league can be enjoyable to watch. It's not horrible, and they get top-level managers because they have the money. Yeah, Ricky Puig, just the injuries, man. I mean, you must... I don't know what that is, the writing studios, but okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to dive deep into the tactical analysis because as of right now, the analysis says this lineup is an impossible lineup to try and play the way Pochettino wants to play. I mean, I'm gonna dive into it a little bit more right now at halftime. 4-0 halftime to Switzerland. Let's take a look at the board. Let's take a look at the board, right? This is how we set up. It's not pretty. Ideally, the way that Pochettino likes to play, he likes to have two runners in these two positions. So he likes to have two players who can pick the ball up in the half spaces and create mini transitions. He likes to play deep. So with this setup, you're talking about Turner, McKenzie, and Zimmerman. Basically, let's say we're starting a possession from our goalkeeper. Turner, McKenzie, and Zimmerman are going to be playing the ball to each other. Ideally, Pochettino has a goalkeeper who can play this pass from here to here or from here to here. Turner is not that guy. We saw Freeze do it a couple of times. The issue what kept happening is they were not allowing this pass here from McKenzie to Arvston. What they were allowing was Turner to just dribble into this space. So you had McKenzie and Zimmerman being marked. Turner can't play this pass out here, can't play this pass out here. Johnny and Berhalter were hiding behind this first line of defense. And then we were trying to go long. So that happened a few times. And then Brian White would just lose possession. A couple other times, when we could get this ball into Zimmerman, we'd get it into Johnny. Arson would push up to here. Berhalter out to here. And Brendan Aronson didn't make this run into this space, right? So you have Johnny picking the ball up here. You have Paxton and Sullivan overloading this right-hand side. So that's bringing their 6, who's Granit Xhaka right now, this way with Paxton. You have this midfielder picking up Johnny. So you have a space here for Brendan Aronson to get into. But Brendan Aronson, his starting position is over here, walks into this space. By the time he does, Johnny has already had to release the ball, and he's either gone back this way to McKenzie, out to Berhalter, and at that point, Berhalter has either tried to play this diagonal, which has almost never worked, or he's played it back into McKenzie's feet. That's basically what's happened over and over and over again. It's been an absolute disaster. And the few times that we actually have gone long and gotten it into Brian White's feet, he's lost the ball immediately. The only little bit of daylight we have found is if Paxton Aronson is able to get onto the ball here. Yeah, T. Riddler. I mean, he got today's lineup wrong. I think this squad is a tough one because of how many players are can't play. Musa asked not to be in it. Pulisic asked not to be in it. Anthony asked not to be in it. Weah and McKennie are at the Club World Cup. Balogun is injured. Who does that leave you? Pepe is injured. Dest is injured. So it didn't leave him a lot of his best players. I mean, 6, 7 of the starting 11 are not available. Having said that, he did get this lineup completely wrong because he doesn't have any runners. Brendan Aronson's not a runner. He's not. He's a player who wants to play as a number 10 and wants to play almost as a second striker and get into these spaces, but he's not a runner. Paxton Aronson's a winger converted in playing in an interior in this match. And Quinn Sullivan is just not, I mean, he can score goals, but that's really the top of his game. What's going on in the chat here with the writing studios? It's just some AI bot or what? Yeah, the USA is not that good. You're not wrong, Joel Hernandez, but the thing is they're not this bad. And the incapabilities of our current manager to figure out how to implement his tactics is very concerning. That, to me, has always been what this summer needs to be about, is can Pochettino prove that he can implement his tactics on a group over a month period? Because that's what's going to need to happen at the World Cup next year. And although, I mean, listen, I've said this 100 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of these players are not going to be on the World Cup squad. So it's hard to look at this and think, okay, we got a big issue at the World Cup in terms of the players themselves. But there is the facet that he can't seem to get anything implemented. And in the last game, if you watch my video from the post game of last match, he did get a lot of things right. He was able to create those mini transitions. He was able to get this player into space to turn and run. But the few times we've been able to do that, we have not gotten the kind of player who wants to do that in that position. The writing studios are, what's good, man? You're freaking out. You're freaking out. Let's look at some stats here from this first half. What's funny is we actually had a decent amount of possession, 43% possession, 0 shots on target, 4 touches in their box. That's it, 4 touches. We were offside 0 times. we have to try and go long, right? We constantly can't get possession. Griffin Yao 100% should have been called up. I am a big Griffin Yao fan, Riddler. Scally is overused and overplayed. He will be in the World Cup squad. Brian Reynolds has yet to find any consistency in Europe, which I'm surprised by. I was a big fan of him when he was younger. Paredes has been injured all year. Trusty, I'm surprised he didn't take. He should have taken Trusty over Zimmerman. Zendejas is not good. And Caleb Wiley he should have taken. You're not wrong about most of what you're saying. I mean, I can understand why he took some of the MLS guys. Like Arson's a youngish player who's had a good season. He fits the mold of kind of the position that Anthony Robinson takes up. He likes to get high up the pitch. Like that's why he took him. Caleb Wiley could have done the same thing. Again, I think that's a bit of a protection of a younger player who had an up and down season in Europe and had some injuries. Like those types of things come into discussion. But like Griffin Yao 100% should have been selected over Brendan Aronson. Especially like if Brendan Aronson's being seen as a winger and not as a number 10, then it should have been Griffin Yao. There's not even a question about it. Kevin Paredes, like so unfortunate his foot injury happened and he was unavailable all year because he's 100% somebody I expected to be in this Gold Cup squad this summer. But he still has the likes of Damian Downs, Haji Wright, players who should be getting their chance to play. We could look at some, statistics here that are just going to be disgusting. The passing numbers are actually not good that they're so high. Nobody is taking any risks to play a ball forward. Brian White has just been terrible. Dispossessed twice. Hasn't won a single aerial duel. This is our target man center forward. He's 2 of 6 on duels. Brendan Aronson's only attempted 8 passes. 0-4 duels won. I mean, these types of things are just inexcusable. Completely and utterly inexcusable. No, Griffin Yao is a really talented player. You could fill out this team 100 different ways, right? Like, this is the team that we could have potentially seen tonight in another world. Downs, Yao. Like, not even really including, like, the big names I'm saying, but just, like, players that we could have seen. Right? Like, we could have seen a lineup like this easily. But instead, we're seeing the absolute trash that we've been seeing. It's just, why is Walker Zimmerman playing? You know what I mean? Like, why is Walker Zimmerman playing? It just doesn't make any sense. You know what Walker Zimmerman is. This is what I've been saying for the entire week. Like, you know what some of these players are already. You know exactly the player they are. They're not getting better. They're not improving. They are the player that they've been their entire career. They've been for club. They've been for country. And yet here we are trying to change the way that they know how to play in a 2-week period. It doesn't make any sense at all. Yes, of course it does. If I watch this game tonight, I'm not spending my money on a ticket to go watch these guys. And look at why the stadium is so empty. 100%. That's a huge part of the issue. Sebastian Berhalter has not represented the U.S. at any level since the under-16s. Name me another player for another country who, at 26 years old, is going to represent the national team, having not represented any of the youth teams for the last decade. It doesn't happen. It doesn't make sense. It's not a thing. It's a totally nonsensical decision. And by the way, how much MLS has Mauricio Pochettino possibly watched? Like, how many matches could he have possibly watched? I haven't seen a picture of him or a video of him at a single MLS match. Yeah, Isaac, it's bizarre because there's this rift amongst the ex-players saying that our best players don't try hard enough. There's a manager who has had, 3 real, right, November, March, and 3 real windows so far. And he has taken 3 completely different squads with completely different profiles. Yet to figure it out. 1 good match against Jamaica and moments of good play against Turkey. That's all the good that we have seen so far. Only times he's been able to really make something happen. And then you've got this weird dynamic where all of a sudden we've taken a full 180 from don't ever bring any MLS players, right? Under Berhalter, everyone's like, stop taking Shaq Mason. Stop taking Miles Robinson. Stop taking MLS players. Stop taking Jordan Morris. And now everyone wants us to take MLS players, and you get to see what you're seeing. There are talented players who play in the MLS. Diego Luna. Young players like Alex Freeman. That makes sense to invoke into this team and put them in a position to succeed. But putting this group of players out, it's weird. I don't know. Like, it's not sabotage. I honestly, if you go watch our video when Casey was still on the show with me, we talked about who we were going to hire for this job. And I said, for Maurizio Pochettino, this is an incredibly risky job if he's interested in it. This was before they hired him, because Pochettino has never really succeeded, right? He fell short at Tottenham with the most talented group of players probably to never win a trophy in England, just as a group. The fact that he couldn't win anything with that group was seen as a success because they made a Champions League final, but if you go back and look at who was in that team and how they played, it's kind of a disaster that they didn't win anything. He goes to PSG, and I'm not going to count winning Ligue 1 with a $500 million a year budget. He falls short in the Champions League every year. Doesn't even get close. He goes to Chelsea. He gets fired after 1 year. So it's not like this is a manager who is going to go out and get a great next job. Like, he took this job and he needed to prove that he can manage a team to succeed. And he is not showing that. So it's not sabotage. It can't be self-sabotage unless he has that much of a hatred and a vendetta against our country. That wouldn't make any sense for his career. At this point, his biggest issue is, where does he go from here? Let's say, we crash out of the group stages at the World Cup, which is, just to be honest, what it looks like is likely at this point. I would put the odds on us not getting out of the group stage. And yet, where does he go? What is he going to do? Who's going to take him where's his next management job? He's getting paid like $6 million. He's getting paid $6 million to do this job. His next job is not going to be that much money. He's going to get next to no money and probably have to coach a mid to lower level Premier League team. That's the honest to God truth of where he goes from here. Yohan Wissa, Chupa Akpom, and Brian Mbuemo didn't represent any of their youth teams. I find that hard to believe about any of those three. And if it is so, it's because they were dual nationals. Stray Cat, what are you talking about? I don't know if I've seen the article. Who wrote it? What's it about? I think the biggest issue of all of this is now, I mean, these players are on social media. These players read the news. They're not living in a tunnel vision world. They're going to see the reactions to this. Not only is there going to be pressure, but you want to feel positive. You want to have positive feelings around your experience playing for your national team. This is, extra matches on top of your 40 to 50 matches a year for your club team. And right now, there's just strictly only negativity. Yeah, Adam, that's what I was saying. I don't know what he said. That's what I said. It's a dual national thing. Like, he probably just put it into Chat GPT. Writing Studios, you are a bot. Sorry, man. You are an absolute bot. Gotta be a bot. Or a really intelligent bot. I don't know. Would I be confident about the Gold Cup with the normal starters? I mean, yes. Our group stage in the Gold Cup is Haiti, Trinidad and Tobago, and Saudi Arabia. Like, as bad as we are, we should get out of the group stages. We would get out of the group. I mean, I'm still pretty confident that we are, the favorite to win, favorite or second favorite to win this tournament. Yeah, no, I think England has a negativity issue as well. But their negativity issue is a little different because it's based around the fact that they keep getting to finals and not winning, whereas we're worried about getting grouped by Haiti, Trinidad and Tobago, and Saudi Arabia, right? Like, the players, I think, can put that contextually a little bit better in their minds. Whereas if you're a U.S. men's national team player, like, you're playing with fear. Every touch is fearful. You don't want to make a bad decision. You don't want to make a bad choice. And honestly, under Pochettino's system, there's a certain element of risk-taking that you need to have in order to succeed. Yeah, Canada's probably the favorite. I would bet Canada's the betting favorite to win the Gold Cup, or they should be. And if they're not, we should be betting on them. And Jesse Marsch is a great coach. I mean, how many times did we want them to fire Greg Berhalter to hire Jesse Marsch? We all wanted that. It's definite damage control, Giuseppe. I mean, Poch definitely looks lost. It's hard, like, if we were only looking at the Turkey match, I felt positive things, and go watch my video post-Turkey match if you haven't. I felt positive things about that match. There were positive signs of how we played. There were concepts. There was control. He did not bring on Adjumang. That's insane. Like, Damian Downs is not going to play for us. Like, I'm sorry. He's just not. Why would Damian Downs play for us when he's watching these guys get minutes over him? Unbelievable. But, yeah, like, there were moments in the Turkey match where we had excellent control over a top 20 side in the world. Aside from 3 minutes, we didn't allow them many good opportunities. We found ways to access central areas. We got into mini transitions. We should have scored 3 goals, at least. Tillman and Arfson both missed point-blank range shots. It was not great. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Let's get some players out there. Coleman, no, we don't need Gio Reyna. Gio Reyna is not the answer. Gio Reyna doesn't really fit into the way Pochettino wants to play. He can't turn and run with the ball. He can't press high up the pitch. I mean, he could play off the right side, but that's not really where he's best. I think Reyna at best is going to be a power sub at the World Cup, somebody who can come in and make something happen off of a dead ball, or, I mean, that's really the only way I could see it working out for Reyna at the World Cup, to be honest. I mean, Reyna needs to make a move this summer somewhere that he's going to get minutes. Let's start there. Yeah, I mean, I cannot understand subbing on Adjumang. I really cannot. So we've got Adjumang on. Who else did he put on? Adjumang. He put on Ream for Zimmerman. I can't believe he put on Adjumang. He took off both Aaronsons. Beautiful. Tillman and Luna are on. He left Sebastian Berhalter out there. Smart. Smart. I mean, if these players were able to play, why would we start with the lineup we started with? Like, you can't just do a full swap like he did. Oh, Tim Ream's playing left back. That's just brilliant. That is really awesome. Oh, no, that's Tolkien at left back. Okay, thank God. We're playing 5 at the back. That's what's happening. We've gone 5 at the back. Okay. And 5-0, almost. Why did Sebastian Berhalter stay on? Can anybody explain that to me? No, Berhalter is still on, Adam. I'm watching him. I'm watching Berhalter still on the pitch, sadly. Berhalter is playing off the right side. You've got a pivot of... you've got Tillman and Cardoso in the middle, Luna and Berhalter. So Sullivan came off. This And this is Ream. This is what we're now playing. Just what everybody wanted, right? Does this look good for everyone? This is exactly what you thought we would be. This is what we would be doing. Ridiculous. Totally and utterly ridiculous. I mean, no, like that's the thing, right? Like what I keep saying is like I don't care about results in these friendlies. I want to see an element of Pochettino being able to constitute and bring together a tactical idea that he is impregnating this team with. Yeah, but that's not necessarily true. Like it's 3 at the back in possession, but those best teams that he's had has been a good center back pairing with great fullbacks who get up the pitch. Okay, Adjumant. Oh, that's a red card. All right, Adjumant, way to turn somebody for the first time. He actually turned somebody. That was nice. Helvetti too, who's that's not nothing. All right, let's see what we're gonna settle into here. I mean, it's gonna be the same concept in possession, right? Like you're just gonna have these guys pushing up here. No, Tillman's deeper. Berhalter's coming here. I mean, this is what it is in possession. Why put Tillman that deep? Like, who does that do anything for? It looks like they watered it maybe at halftime, Adam. Is I believe what happened. How did Sebastian Berhalter stay on the pitch? Can somebody tell me? Like, is Greg Berhalter still in the back room coaching? That's clean from Diego Luna. He won that clean. 100% he won that clean. Look at Tillman pressing high up the pitch down 4-0. I love Malik Tillman. If Malik Tillman has no fans, that means I am dead. That's all I can say. Yeah, they watered it at half. It's not raining there. I'm pretty sure it's not raining there, at least. It doesn't look like it is. All right, the writing studios. Keep it together, man. Keep it together. Yeah, I mean, Kyle, Sebastian has been fine on the ball, but out of possession, he has been a walking disaster. Just a walking disaster. Allowing too much space, unable to close down, seems lost at times. I mean, it feels like we're just down a man. Like, it feels like we're playing down a man out of possession. It really does. How does one pass off of a dead ball just break every line of press? I just don't understand how that can happen. Also, like, this is just embarrassing for our country. Like, they water it at half, so it's just got puddles all over the pitch. Like, oh my God. How many times is that pass going to beat Nathan Harriel? How many times? Harriel is terrible. I know they do, Mitchell. It's just like you don't watch any other league that has any respect for itself and turn the match on after halftime and there's puddles of water. You just don't see that. It just looks bad. Also, like, Pochettino just, like, not getting up into his technical area, not, barking out commands. Yes, Ace. Tillman is our best player outside of Pulisic as far as our attacking options go. He's going to make a transfer this summer to top 5 league club, and he's going to make waves. He is a truly unique profile. So talented. I feel like the writing studios might be like Gio Reyna's mom. Yes, Tillman. Luna, why did you take it off of Tillman's foot? Now Luna's just like running around like a headless chicken to try and look like he's making an effort. Great win by Tolkien. Great win by Tolkien. Shoot. Shoot. Too many touches. Too many touches. Oh, my God. Yeah, will Bayern have a buyback clause next summer, Adam, for 35 million euros? I feel like Milan is just always linked with every American because they just have like this American thing going on. I don't think he would go to Milan, to be honest. I think he'll go somewhere where they're playing European football, respectfully to Milan fans. What's the numbers, the writing studios? What are the numbers? I just can't understand how Haji Wright and Damian Downs cannot get a look into this side that's struggling to score goals and struggling to have good center forward play. That's his number. Gio Reyna's number is a 271 number, even though he's from New York. I think that's probably unlikely. I mean, do you think we will get a shot on goal in this match? Genuinely. Does the chat think we're going to have a single shot on goal in this match? Yeah, Ajimang's huge. I mean, there's no reason to think that we will at this very moment. We have not created anything to make me believe that we will. I don't think Jack McGlynn is going to be playing. He might come on for Berhalter, actually. Oh, my God, Harriel. Dude, Luna, what are we doing, guy? Luna needs to come deeper. Like, where's my board? Like, when Harriel's here and Berhalter pushes out here and Johnny's here, Luna needs to come into this space. Receive the ball in this space. This is where Luna can make something happen. Get the ball in here and turn and run. Then you run with Tillman, unfortunately Berhalter, and Tolkien, who's got more freedom because the 5 at the back. Like when Berhalter pushes all the way out to the wing here, Luna needs to eat up this space. This is his space to be in. Come on, Mackenzie. I mean, Berhalter just is not physically able to play at this level. He's just not. Like, he's had a few nice plays forward, a few nice turns and passes forward, diagonals, good look, good vision, but he's just not physically able to play at this level. See how when Luna gets into that space? See what happens when Luna gets into that space? When he finds himself in the half spaces and he's able to get on the half turn and run at defenders and play in the pockets, he makes things happen. Like, that's... All right, man. You gotta... You're getting booted, man. Sorry. Putting him in a timeout. Like, I mean, that's just unbelievably annoying. I hate dogs. Fun fact about me. If you know me, you know I hate dogs. Yeah, no, Tillman would be really good at Milan, although, I don't know, that club's just like, they can't seem to get like 3 years of consistency underneath their belts. I mean, Berhalter's like walking. Like, dude, this is your one chance to play for your country. Stop walking. Yeah, I agree, Jonathan. They're not going to spend big on Tillman. That just doesn't make sense for them. And it doesn't make sense for Tillman. Like, they don't even really... I mean, unless Pulisic's going to move out of that number 10 space. I mean, I know Reinders was kind of playing as a 10. But he played a little bit deeper than I think Tillman wants to play. I feel like the Bundesliga is a perfect place for Tillman. I feel like Dortmund would have been great for him, but they just went and got Joe Bellingham, so that kind of took that number 10 spot. Obviously, Reyna's leaving, and Bellingham will probably spend a lot of his time in that position. He's physical enough to play in the Premier League, in my opinion, but I don't know what club would make sense for him, like what the level is of the club. I mean, to be honest, if Eze were to leave Crystal Palace... Come on, Ajimang. I mean, like, this isn't the MLS. You can't take that long to drive forward, do 3 step overs, cut onto your left foot, and expect nobody else to be back. Like, they just hold on to the ball so long. Yeah, Adam, I was thinking if Eze leaves... I would say if Eze leaves, like, Crystal Palace kind of makes sense the way that they play. Like, Tillman could just play kind of underneath Mateta there. That, to me, is a good fit for him. Glasner's system really would. I don't know. I mean, that doesn't sound like Palace to spend $40 million on a player from PSV, but maybe with European football. Great ball in. I mean, I just got to keep putting people in a timeout. Like, what are we doing? This is really what people do? They sign on to YouTube and go into live stream chats and just write shit? That could not be more annoying. Yeah, I could see him going to La Liga. I just don't know what side suits him best. Like, do you have one in mind? Leipzig could work for him, but it's just another team without European football. I don't know that a team without European football will be able to afford him. I mean, you're looking at 30 to 40 million euros. He's a bit of a luxury player, if you will. So I'm just not sure I see it. But I don't know. Is there a La Liga side you're thinking of, Ace, that he would fit well in? I mean, I could see him fitting at Betis. I honestly could. They love strong, athletic number 10s. They have like 3 of them. I could see Marseille under De Zerbi. That would be interesting, right? De Zerbi's still the coach there. Yeah, Marseille would be an interesting fit for him. So would Lyon with Cherki leaving. I mean, Lyon would be really interesting with Cherki leaving, but they have no money. They have legit no money. I mean, what other League One clubs are there that are going to be in Europe next year? Is Nice? Yeah, Nice or Lille. Monaco? I mean, Monaco has so many number 10s and so much young talent. Like, Monaco doesn't spend like that, really. I think La Liga is a good fit for him. Technical, strong. All right, Granit Xhaka. Dude. So this bot just has like 6 accounts, Adam is what you're saying? How does the account work? Like, I don't understand. I'm not good at this. Yeah, I feel like Monaco, though, have so many players, like young players. They don't spend big like that usually. Yeah, I could see Leverkusen. I mean, I feel like they were linked with the number 10, Schwanda, weren't they? With a Wirtz replacement? Or am I making that up? I kind of thought they were linked with somebody already. Am I making that up? Oh, they've been linked with Jack Grealish. Yeah, Grealish would fit well there. I mean, who knows how they're going to play now with Xabi Alonso gone? It's a little bit different story. Busio should definitely be on this roster. So should Aiden Morris. And Tessman, too. I mean, Tessman had a weird season. I can't really explain it. Yeah, I saw Xhaka came off. Yeah, like, there's no reason that Tessman and Busio are not on this roster. 100% T. Riddler. It's ridiculous. Tim Ream, that's such a late challenge, man. That's good defending by McKenzie. Mark McKenzie, the only defender who has played today who knows how to defend. Angle him away from the goal. Wait until you need to dive in, until he goes to shoot. Stay in front of him and close the angle down. It's not that tough. Yeah, Sociedad's not a bad shout. I feel like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like Oyarzabal and Kubo kind of play similar, like, interior. All right, Mr. Minifigure, keep it together then. We're not going to be doing Justin Bieber. Just keep it together. How do you have so many accounts? Yeah, this is actually the same person on all these accounts. I've now clicked into all of them. Are you watching the match, Mr. Minifigure? I mean, Switzerland's got to be pretty upset now they've had 3 players go off with cramping or an injury. Well, no shots on goal yet. I wonder if we will have one at any point. Thoughts? Shot. Yeah, Kyle. Cardoso's a funny one, man. He's genuinely one of the best up-and-coming 6s in Europe right now. But he has just been terrible for the U.S. every time he's played for us. It's dumbfounding. I mean, it's not like we're the only country in the world where this happens, but we just don't have the luxury of that being an option. If someone's playing as well as he is, we can't really afford for them to be that terrible for our country. But he just doesn't have the ability to control matches the way he does in Spain for us. Come on, Sebastian. You got to hook Berhalter, man. He just is not physically up to the task of playing at this level. He just is not. He's just not good. Like, that's like, there's no way that Sebastian Berhalter deserves to be in this side over Gio Busio, right? Like, that's just like such an easy one. Berhalter's so bad. You know, he might beat out a starter somewhere, but I feel like he's enjoyed his time at PSV. Like, I don't think he'll force a move just to move. I think he'll move somewhere where he feels there's an opportunity, but I mean, he's become one of the best players in the Eredivisie. He's playing in the Champions League. He's won 2 titles in the Dutch league. I just don't think he's going to be like forcing his way somewhere where he doesn't feel it's a good fit. That's more of my point. I can't understand Nathan Harriel still being in as well. No, I don't. I mean, what do you mean by crash out? Like, if we don't get out of the group stages, that is the only way I could see us potentially moving on from Pochettino. That would be the only way. If we don't get out of the group stages, Tillman, you had time to take a touch there, man. You had time to take a touch there. I can't imagine they're going to move on from Pochettino unless we don't make out of the group stages. And even then, like, that, it's just only been a short period of time. Like, you kind of decided you're going to give Pochettino through the World Cup. That was a decision you made. Obviously, yes, if we lose, this would be 4 losses in a row, assuming we lose this, which we are going to. And then, you know, assuming we lose 2 out of the 3 group stage games, that would be the only way we don't make it out of the group stage. I guess I could see us. No, if we lose in the first knockout round, he won't get fired. He won't. Unless it's like we are just so embarrassed in the whole, the entirety of it. But I still don't think so. I mean, you basically need to win 1 match in the group stages to assure yourself into the next group. No, there's no way Arsenal will go in for Tillman. I mean, he's the same kind of attacking 10 profile as Ethan and Max. Yeah, I mean, Sebastian Berhalter can join the list of Josh Sargent, Brendan Aronson, and Shaq Mason of people I'd never want to see play again. Yeah, I mean, Kyle, I'm all ears. Who would you want to be the next manager? Should Pochettino get fired 2 weeks from today, pretty much, is what you're saying, who would you want to manage the U.S. for the next year? Like, who's a legitimate option, who's not in another job, who would come take this? Gareth Southgate is not to... Listen, I would do Gareth... I'm down for Gareth Southgate because he would set us up in a super pragmatic, practical system that would try and get our best player the ball in transition, use wingbacks like, you know, it would be Dest on one side and Antony on the other. You would probably do then, you know, Scally, Richards, McKenzie as your 3. Wow, Damian Downs about to make his debut for the U.S. That is huge. Where is he going to play? He's going to come on for Berhalter and come off the right? That would be insane. He's a center forward. It's gotten that bad, Schwana. You want Greg back? It's gotten that bad? God, I hope not. Wow, I'm excited to watch Damian Downs. Because England's a cursed country, Coleman. That's why. And they had a serial loser as their captain, unfortunately. Kyle, you're a hater of the using caps to tie a player down, but Damian Downs knew what he was getting into when he decided to come to this camp. He didn't have to accept it. He didn't have to accept the call-up. He could have waited for Germany. He wants to maybe play for us. Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping Downs is coming in as the 9. Bob Bradley. Maybe Bruce Arenas wants the job again? It's just funny because we should have never fired Klinsmann. Like, I know people really didn't want Klinsmann anymore, but we should have never fired him. Downs for Berhalter. All right, Sebastian Berhalter. Clinical, outrageously bad stinker. Hopefully we never see you in the red, white, and blue again. Best of luck to you. You think Roy Hodgson would maybe want to take the job? He's only like 85. Or Neil Warnock. Make us really hard to beat. Sean Dyche. Sean Dyche coaching this team would be truly hysterical. Landon Donovan. Talk about an absolute mess. Landon Donovan would be a mess. Damian Downs does not appear to know where he's supposed to be. I like how our 4th striker has the number 9 shirt. Play it now! Play it now! My God, Luna. I like what I've seen from Downs in his first 40 seconds. Sean Dyche would be so confused. You think Jurgen Klopp would come take the job? Alexi Lalas. I mean, this game has me literally yawning. I mean, this has been the most boring game ever. Hugo Perez is an interesting one. I mean, you guys have been complaining the whole night about MLS players. You want an MLS manager? You want Caleb Porter? Not Thierry. Absolutely not. Love Thierry Henry. Favorite player ever. Terrible manager. Terrible manager. Yeah, I know Klopp's waiting for the Germany job. I was just kidding. T. Riddler and who else? Mitchell. You guys have been complaining about MLS players all night. Now you want MLS coaches. I don't understand. Can you explain why you're into MLS coaches but not MLS players? Terzic would be interesting, but I mean, this is not realistic. Why would Terzic take this job? Anybody who has seen what's happened with Pochettino in the last year isn't going to be like, oh, this is my next job. This makes sense for me to be my next job. There's just no way. That's the issue. Hervé Renard would be, I thought he should have been maybe the hire originally. I would be down for him. Tolkien. Oh. Ange is hysterical. Ange would be so funny. Just for the bit of it, Ange would actually be so funny. You know, if you get him now, this would be his first year, and the World Cup would be his second year, and he always wins things in his second year. So, I don't know. Could be interesting. Could be interesting. I mean, Tim Ream has 0 legs left. That right there showed you that Tim Ream is done. Cannot play for us at the World Cup. I like Hervé Renard, Ace. I do. I thought he was should have been a top candidate for the job this go around. I mean, I know that they were talking to him. I also don't think anybody in a job would take the job. Yes, I know you love Big Ange, Coleman, almost as much as you love Pochettino. How's that going for us? 0 shots on target still, by the way. We're about to be held to 0 shots on target in a friendly in our own country. Is there anything more embarrassing than that? I mean, that's more embarrassing than losing 4-0. Steve Cooper. Steve Cooper, my God. I couldn't look at somebody that hideous all the time. Gary O'Neill would be a great shout. But, like, why would he take the job? Emma Hayes. Just coach both teams? I'm down. I'm legit down for Emma Hayes. Maybe Abby Wambach wants to coach the U.S. men's national team. Or Mia Hamm. I mean, Cardoso has been just miserable today. Maybe I should spend my postgame just talking about Johnny Cardoso and what he needs in order to be successful, because he's just been atrocious. Andrew would be so funny for the bit of going from one Tottenham coach to the next. You think Jose would leave Fenerbahce to come coach us? Maybe Harry Redknapp wants to coach us. The fans are leaving. Are there any fans there to begin with? I see a lot of yellow seats for the This is the Nashville Stadium, right? Nashville SC Stadium. Okay, John Tolkien. Oh, sir. And Tolkien's ankle snapped. Perfect. Yeah, well, the whole upper deck was empty the whole game. All right, Tolkien, you're fine. Get up, man. Kyle, he's not only has he never had a halfway good match for the U.S., I've never seen him have a halfway good 10 minutes for the U.S. Sir Alex and Arsene Wenger together come co-manage the team. I always thought Arsene Wenger would coach the U.S. men's national team. It was always a silly dream of mine. And him trying to implement his tactics onto these losers would be hysterical. All right, Adjumang, not your worst pass. He's only 83. Well, how old's Pete Carroll? He just took a new job. Pete Carroll's like 80 years old. Does Phil Jackson want to coach us? He won a lot of rings. I mean, could you imagine if you paid to go to this game? Sam Allardyce. Carroll's only 73. Okay. Well, 73 is 83 in soccer years. Oh, man. I mean, Cardoso is just cannot play when he's got the country crest on his shoulder. There's just nothing else to say. Like, these are mistakes that I don't see him make ever for Betis. And I truly do watch a lot of him at Betis because he's my favorite type of midfielder. Like a true controller midfielder. And also, the second half of the season at Betis was just hysterical with Anthony scoring every single game. Just truly funny. Does David Beckham want to coach us? I mean, this is what it looks like now, I guess. In theory. Just to keep this a little bit updated. Ah, great. Sampioli's out of a job. Is Maurizio Sarri looking for work? Nick Saban. Oh, my God. What's Belichick's buyout clause at UNC right now? Can the U.S. men's national team afford Belichick's UNC buyout clause? Or maybe Steve Belichick. What about Steve Belichick? Tom Thibodeau just got fired. Tom Thibodeau could take the job. They can't afford Belichick? Are you sure? If Pochettino gets the Tottenham job, we can just give UNC the Pochettino money. It's only like $1 million, right, Mitchell? Once June hit, it was like $1 million. I think we could put together $1 million and get Belichick to coach the team. All right, let's start a GoFundMe. Put the link together. I'll put it in the description of my post-game video. I think we could raise $1 million to buy out Belichick from UNC. I feel good about that. Or at least his quote-unquote girlfriend. Jim Boeheim. We could see if Jim Boeheim wants to coach. I'm deteriorating quickly here. I mean, we haven't gotten a shot on goal. It's the 85th minute. Just blow the whistle, man. I mean, there's nobody looking forward to doing a post-match reaction less than me after this game. That's a good deal, Schwanda. That's good value prop right there. That's a really good value prop. Well, we'd be saved. Think about how much money we're saving by firing Emma Hayes to put the girlfriend in at the job. Think about how much are we paying Emma Hayes? Like $6 million or something, right? Aren't we paying Emma Hayes something insane? So we're really, if for $10 million a year is including the girlfriend getting the U.S. women's national team job, you're really only talking about a couple of $1 million here to get Belichick. It's not a bad deal. Yeah, isn't Potch making $6 million, or I made that up? $4.5 million? He's making something ridiculous. They don't know how to play, to get back to the actual match, Stray Cat. Yes, they don't know how to play two-touch ball the way that Switzerland does. Switzerland is, even when they have time and space, everything's two touches. It's into the feet, and then it's out of the feet. For us, it's into the feet, look around, lose the ball. I have not been encouraged by Damian Downs, but to be fair, he's playing in a bizarre position. That's a foul. Pochettino's the best paid national team coach in the world. He's paid more than Tuchel. That's highly disappointing. He's being paid more than Deschamps. Oh my God, this game has me yawning like crazy. What is Mancini making for Saudi? Is he making 10? No, he can't be making 10. That would be ridiculous. Oh, almost a shot on goal. So close. He's not making $25 million. No chance he's making $25 million. No chance. $25 million? I like John Tolkien. I've liked a lot of what I've seen from him. He's a good defender, likes to get forward and take a risk. Really good crosser of the ball, especially from the mid to lower range crosses. He's not great when he has to put height on it. But I like John Tolkien a lot. Way better than Max Arfson was tonight or last night. I've been screaming out for John Tolkien for 2 years. Go back to one of our first videos on this channel. I love John Tolkien. I mean, mostly because I actually have watched him play because he plays near me here in Harrison, New Jersey, or he did for the Red Bulls. But I've always liked, he was a very highly touted prospect since he's a teenager. Yeah, this match is horrific, Ace. Horrific. I swear, when I saw the lineups come out, I almost just like canceled the live stream. Like, you just knew this was coming. We have 60 seconds to get a shot on target, pretty much. I can't imagine there's going to be much stoppage time. There hasn't been a single break in this half. I said 4-0 at the beginning of this stream, by the way. I said we're going to lose 4-0. if anyone cares. He does look like Luna, especially with the mullet. Adjaman, you have to release the ball at a certain point. This is an utter disappointment and disaster. I mean, how much stoppage time could there possibly be? We're going to have 0 shots on target. You're saying wasting a cap. Why do... I mean, I guess I care. But, like, he chose to come play in this camp. So he knew that there was a chance that he was going to get 3 caps and be cap tied. And it's a competitive tournament. So if he plays in a competitive tournament for us, he's going to be cap tied. I mean, his only other option was Germany. Do you think he has a future as the Germany number 9? No, I think he sees this as an opportunity for himself. I don't think he's worried about being cap tied. You seem very worried about that, Kyle. Is there a specific reason? I'm genuinely wondering, because I'd like you to teach me something. What a horrific match. Yeah, I thought Tuchel was making more. Ancelotti's getting almost 11. So Coleman, if he gets 3 appearances for the U.S. men's national team, then he can only represent the U.S. men's national team going forward. He's a dual national, so he has played youth internationally, mostly for Germany. But if he were to play 3 times on this international break, that would mean he can only ever play for the U.S. moving forward. I get what you're saying, Kyle, but like these discussions happen, and Damian Downs is aware of what the risk is of coming with this camp. You can't come on this camp and then expect to not be played. Yes, or in a competitive fixture, right. And the Gold Cup are competitive fixtures. One-time switches if you've played only friendlies and under 3 times in a friendly, and sometimes 3 times they'll let you do it. Straight catnip. I get what you're saying, Kyle. If they are lying to the players and saying we're not going to play you in garbage minutes or whatever, that's another story. But he was invited to this Gold Cup squad. He could have said no, and he said yes. So that's what comes with the territory. Yes, exactly, Adam. And I mean, I like Damian Downs. I like his profile, but it doesn't feel like he's going to be the Germany number 9, just from having watched him and where he is in his career. Just to be honest. I know he's crazy young, but he's not spoken about as that kind of talent outside of U.S. fans for the most part. So I'm just merely mentioning, I think he sees this as an opportunity to... No, Jonathan, if he plays in the Gold Cup, I believe he will be, because that's a competitive match. But this is a friendly, so if he can play up to 3 friendlies without being completely cap tied to the U.S., and then he can make a one-time switch to Germany should that situation arise. You're 100% right, Kyle, with the England situation. Mexico does do predatory cap ties, 100%. But Flo was a different story. I mean, he had Harry Kane in his way. And Harry Kane for the next 6 years. So he also decided not to join the U.S. camp multiple times because he wanted to see if there was going to be a chance with England, and once there wasn't, he joined. He was invited to multiple U.S. camps that he said no to. Damian Downs elected not to say no. Well, there you have it. That is the worst result the U.S. men's national team has had and the worst performance they've had in a very long time. No, they don't carry over to the Gold Cup, Stray Catnip. 0 shots on target. An embarrassing effort. Truly, truly embarrassing. We will be back for the Gold Cup. Going to do a post-match reaction after this one up on YouTube, so make sure to check that out. Thanks for watching. Make sure to hit the subscribe channel if you are not subscribed already, and we will talk to you all soon. Thank you for joining us tonight.